The plush you've all been waiting for is finally here! Prickle the cat cactus. He's squishy, he's soft, and he even has little toe beans. That's right, here for a limited time only today. A few years ago, I drew the first 151 Pokemon to get myself out of art block, and honestly, I had a lot of fun styling these little mons, but I never showed you guys these. So just for fun, let's rate these 151 drawings, starting off with Bulbasaur. This project definitely started a little bit more lighthearted. I was drawing them from memory, so Bulbasaur is looking sassy, cute, and simple. Ivysaur getting a little tall, a little silly, and I definitely lost the plot with Venusaur, so I'd give them an 8, 7, and a whopping 1. The Charmander line, you can't go wrong with silly little dinosaurs. Charmander looking really silly, maybe got a broken spine. Speaking of broken spines, Charmeleon, but I have to be honest, I absolutely love the stylization of this guy. And Charizard, again, super stylized, super fun. Let's go 7, 10, and 8. Alright, moving on to Squirtle. Let's be honest, he's just a turtle, but look at those creepy glowing red eyes. I love it. And look how happy he is. Wartortle is looking a little boring, but you know what? He's living his best life, and holy cow, Blastoise, could you be any rounder? What a unit. 7, 5, and he's just a basketball. 5. Here's a riddle. How do you make a caterpillar, a cocoon, and a butterfly more interesting than what it just is? You make it look stupid and squishable. I could just step on Caterpie. Let's give them 6, 6, and 5. They're just bugs. Round 2, we have a spiky ball boy, oh god, that thing, is it dead? And a bee, we have a bee. 5, 4, and 3. You know, it's at this point that I really am just realizing these are just animals. So we have Pidgey, it's a bird, Pidgeotto, a bird with hair, and Pidgeot, a bird with more hair. I didn't really stylize them to be too exciting, so 4s, 4 all around. Okay, these guys may be just a mouse and a rat, but oh my god, I absolutely do love the way I stylize these guys. Rattata's really cute, I love him here, but oh my god, Raticate, your mouth is absurd, and I love you for that. So it's definitely gonna be, I gotta go 7 and 9. Going back to a basic bird, Spearow is just not doing it for me. I've never really understood that weird texture on its tummy. I mean, what is that? What is happening? Is it hard? Is it feathery? I don't get it. You're dumb. However, let's just take a moment to appreciate Spearow's neck. That is absolutely absurd. That creature is dead, and I love that for him. 3, you're boring. 9, yes. Oh boy, a snake and a cobra spelled backwards. So I had a lot of fun with this guy, you know, put him in a knot. That's silly, that's cute. I do appreciate that. Gonna earn you some extra points. Arbok, what can I say? I'm a sucker for that face. Overall, the drawing is really simple, kind of like that. But the face, just look at the face. He's so dumb, he's over it. 8 and 7. Pikachu and Raichu, absolute classics, but I have to be honest, I think Pikachu is kind of boring, so I really have a lot of fun stylizing this little guy. And although he does look more like a bunny here, not a rat, I think it's really cute. I'm super happy with how Pikachu turned out, and don't even get me started on Raichu. Look how round that unit is. Oh my god, peak design. 8 and 9. A little round guy and a little spiky guy. The little round guy was so fun and interesting to stylize. It looks like he's made out of sand, which maybe that's the point. And maybe I exaggerated his round limbs, but he's so cute. Sandslash, I'm not super into. The spikes were weird. There's just a lot of spikiness happening. Give me a round boy any day. 7 and 4. He's creepy looking. The female Nidoran line is interesting. Starts off very ratty, turns into this standing dinosaur rat thing. I don't know what's happening. And then we've just got this boob creature. Why does this creature have boobs? Where's its nipples? I don't know what's happening. Is that armor? Is that a bra? And why did I draw her looking drunk? What's happening here? 7, 8, and 3. I don't like this design. Is that a bikini? The male Nidoran line starts off in a similar way, sort of ratty, bigger ears this time with a horn, turning into this very thick unit. Its face is so ugly in the original art. That boy he's not looking so smart. And I think at this point, I was just trying to have fun with this weirdly armored looking style of creature. It's not my favorite to draw. It just looks like a robot. I tried to make him silly. He's pretty silly, but I don't know. 9, 6, 4. With Clefairy and Clefable, I wanted to make sure their designs were a little bit more different than the original. Clefairy is so round and just so bubbly, and Clefable, the only difference is it's just a little more stretched out. I'll admit, maybe I gave her a little bit too much leg, but you know what? They're silly, but I feel like the longer I look at Clefable, the more disturbed I am at how long those legs are. Let's go 7 and 6. Oh my goodness, and speaking of exaggerating designs, so Vulpix looks pretty normal, you know, looking like a fox, pretty cute, got this weirdly curly hair with bangs, don't know what that's about. Ninetales, oh boy, so it was really fun exaggerating the tails, but what is this pose? Look at that hair, why does it have hair like that? And oh god, that is quite the mouth on that fox. 6 and 4. Look, I can admit it when I do a Pokemon dirty, but oh my god, Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff, they're just so cute, they're dumb. I mean, they're just blobs, right? Look at these guys. Ugh, I mean, I don't even know. They're so cute, they're stupid. It's stupid how cute they are. Not a thought between those eyes. Not a thought. Couple of 5s. Zubat and Golbat, what is going on here? We do have a bat. But are those legs? Are those antennae? What are those things dangling behind it? I never see it standing. I did draw it like they're cute little legs though. Look how silly it is. And Golbat, I mean, could your mouth be gaping anymore? My god, where are your internal organs? That being said, it's kind of fun to draw. Again with the weird feet though. 5 and 5. Here's an adorable line. Oddish, looking classic, little round guy with a stupid face, fluffy little leaves, short little legs. Love him, perfect. Gloom, what is going on? You're on drugs, but I made its eyes so far apart. It's so cute, and I love him. Vileplume, I feel like I always struggle to draw. Something about the big leafy top, I don't know, it always just looks weird, but I like this little guy. And what is with those floppy clown feet? They're all pretty dang cute. 8, 7, and 5. Paris and Parasect are a couple of weird ones. I don't know why I drew Paris's head so large and separate from the body when the original design is sort of like a body and head combo. Also, those mushrooms, that's a new approach. I think it makes it look naked, which is very strange, but it's also, I was gonna say it's kind of cute. I don't know, it's creepy. Parasect has weird eyes, and I've kind of always liked that about this guy, and I also really like to stylize the claws. So 3 and 5. Venonat I always found sort of boring and ugly, so I made sure its eyes were about 50% of its head, which made it so much cuter. And Venomoth is just a moth, which I find disgusting. That big bulbous butt is just gross. 7 and 3. Diglett is just a turd with a nose, and Dugtrio is just 3 turds with a nose. What do you want from me? This is the most ridiculous design ever. 3 and 4. I absolutely love the way I stylized Meowth and especially Persian. They look so cat-like, but also they really have the essence of their old Pokemon designs. I especially love Persian. The head shape is just, it's so big cat-like. In Meowth, even though I got rid of its signature eyes, it's just so cute. Look at this little squinty cat face. Oh, adorable. I love them. I'm gonna have to go 9 and 10. I love this one. Psyduck is Psyduck, just this little fat round guy with a headache. Relatable. And Golduck, I'll be honest, I really simplified his shapes. He is looking so goofy. I don't even know what to think about this character. 5 and 3? Here's the thing, not a fan of monkeys, so Mankey, even though it's fun and flowy, this weird poof ball with lanky legs, it's not my vibe. And a pig nose? Primeape is just a thick version without a tail. I don't like them, they're icky. 4 and 3. Moving on to our fire dogs, Growlithe is literally just a weirdly poofy tiger dog. Not much to say about this guy. Arcanine, also just a fluffy dog. It was fun to draw, flowy, fluffy. Couple of 4s if you ask me. Poliwag, squishy, fun, cute, love his little mouth. Poliwhirl, kind of just like a weird round frog thing. Poliwrath, where's your mouth? Freaking me out. You're just kind of strong. Did draw you muscular, which was fun. Let's go 666. Oh boy, the Aberline, once again, I'm not good at like weirdly robotic sort of designed bodies. As you can see, I sketched these a few times, but at the end, I think I ended up with some really fun renditions of these guys. I will say, Alakazam do be looking like he's wearing underwear, which is pretty funny. Overall, a weird line, they kind of freak me out, but I don't hate the drawings. 5, 4, 5. Speaking of Pokemon designs that kind of freak me out, these guys just sort of look like humans. They're muscular creatures that are way too human-like. So of course I had to give them a butt. Otherwise, it was really fun to exaggerate their muscles, but they're like weird alligator freaky creature things with slits on their heads. Why do they have underwear? What's with the belt? Are they born with it? Maybe it's Maybelline. I'm sorry I had to say it. I don't want to look at them anymore. Just give them all 5s. Bellsprout, Weeping Bell, and Victory Bell. They're plant guys. Bellsprout's doing some weird splits. Weeping Bell's got a weird mouth. And Victory Bell kind of freaks me out. It's got teeth. I was gonna say, and eyes. They all have eyes. I don't know. 6, 7, and 5? Tentacool and Tentacruel, I don't know what it is about these jellyfish sort of squid guys having these human-like faces, but they always kind of freaked me out. Not much to say about them. They got beaks, gem things on their heads. They're freaking me out. I don't know. Couple of 4s, I think. Why does Geodude float? He's a freaking rock. He's heavy. He's just got a couple of big beefy arms and he floats around. He's a weirdo. I don't like him. Graveler's a little better. Just a big, strong rock man. But like, why did he grow 2 arms and then lose them with Golem? He's just a rock dinosaur. I don't know. Give him all 3s and get out of here. Horse is on fire. I mean, what else is there to say? Their horse is on fire. I do love drawing horses, but they're literally just horses on fire. Creativity is gonna be a 1, but I had fun drawing them, so I don't know, 4s. Slowpoke's just a round, silly Dumbo. He was definitely fun to draw. Definitely a round boy. Slowbro, I definitely may have made him a little tall, a little leggier than usual. Maybe a little, kind of got a kangaroo vibe to him, but still kind of fun to draw. 6 and 5. Magnemite, you sure are a ball with screws and a magnet, and Magneton, you sure are that times 3. I mean, I definitely had fun drawing these guys and stylizing them, so I guess 5s? Can you tell I don't know what I'm basing these scores off of? Farfetch'd, you're like an angry bird holding a leek. Yeah, 4. Okay, I promise not to call them just birds with multiple heads. They were fluffy, they had beaks. It was fun to draw them and sort of plan out the way they interacted. But in the end, they're just birds. 5 and 4. We're definitely back on the they're just animals grind. Seal does look like a seal, but it also sort of looks like a weird dog thing. And his face is silly and cute. It's got a horn. Dugong is just a little bit more majestic looking. Give him 5s. Grimer and Muck both have really creepy, gross faces, and you know, it's just not my vibe. I want to make them silly and goofy. I almost feel like my Grimer doesn't even look like Grimer. It just looks like this weird purple ghost thing. Doesn't help that it's floating. And Muck, I love my Muck. Look at that big hand. He's just so goofy. 5 and 7. For a couple of clams, these guys were actually kind of fun to stylize, especially that shelter tongue, super silly, those eyes, love them. Cloyster especially, I definitely drew him a little more bubbly, but he was really fun. Look at that face. Look at those spikes and things. Oh God, he looks inappropriate. 6 and 7. Now these are some quality Mons. Ghastly, Haunter, and especially Gengar. Look at these cuties. Ghastly's face, obviously I made a little silly, and the bubbliness was just so much fun. Haunter, probably the weakest of the three, but oh my god, Gengar, round, silly face. I love him. Yes, more of that please. 7, 5, and dare I say 10? Typically, I don't care for Onix. He's just a rock snake with, again, like a face I don't care for. I really enjoyed drawing this guy. I softened up his face a little bit, and coloring the shading of the rock was really fun. I don't know, he's flowy. I like him. 6? Okay, here's a couple of Pokemon that do freak me out. Drowsy, I don't like the nose, even on the real animal. He's just like this round guy who's creepy. I don't like his face. Hypno, even worse. Look at that nose, those eyes. What's he doing? I don't like what he's up to. I did give him a booty though. That's kind of fun. 3 and 4? Krabby and Kingler. They're crabs. They're just crabs, though I will forever remember the little sound Krabby made in the anime. Why? I will say I super enjoyed Kingler's giant claw, so I guess there's that. Now they're pretty cute. Give them some 5s. Maybe 6 for that giant claw. Okay, seriously, what's there to say about these two? They're the worst design ever. I hate them. I mean, I kind of like Electrode's face. 2 and 3? Okay, talk about a Pokemon that really freaked me out from the anime. Exeggutor just wasn't it. Their faces freaked me out. There's just too many brains and heads happening. The body's weird. He's a tree. Why does he go from an egg to a tree? I gave him a butt, but I don't think I can redeem it. Let's do 6 and 4. Okay, here's an original design. I like these guys. Bones on their heads, bones in their hands. Their body types are quite similar, but I did try to exaggerate Marowak just to make them a little bit different. Though the arm, wow, that's a short arm. They're kind of silly. They're kind of fun. Give them some 6s. Okay, this guy's design does freak me out. What's with his arms and legs? What is he made out of? And then I made it worse by just scribbling it. He looks like he's made out of a slinky, which is kind of freaking me out. 4. Hitmonchan, what's the deal? Are you born with gloves? Are you born with shoes on? A dress? What is happening? Why is your head that shape? You're weird. There's too much of your design that's too unnatural. Though the drawing's kind of fun. Look at that little booty sticking out. 5. Lickitung one of those Pokemon that has so many weird markings that I feel like it just looks so different than any other Pokemon. Also, the tongue thing freaks me out, y'all. I did draw him licking his own ass though. That's gonna be a 6 from me. Wow, we're really in these Pokemon freak me out territory, huh? These guys freak me out. They seem like they're suffering. I did draw Coughing looking a little goofy. He's a little more sillier looking, but Wheezing do be suffering. And I don't like the additional growth head. It's freaking me out. That being said, give him some 5s. Okay, Rhyhorn, not exactly my type of creature to draw. Again, it's so technical, its body. Was it fun to stylize? I don't know. It kind of looks a mess. Rhydon with the boob armor. We love that for him. He's just kind of standing there screaming into the void though. 4 and 5. Okay, Chansey's a fun one. Very round, weird little head sausages. Don't know what that's about. Otherwise, she's just kind of, there she is, just round and eggy. 5? So I don't know why I decided to draw Tangela lineless, but it is really cute and I do like it. Does it match with the others? I don't know, but it's a cutie. Let's go 7. What's with the Pokemon with like this weird armor looking skin stuff? Kangaskhan, I'm sure out there battling for its life as animals do. It's just so random. Here's like a chunk here, a little chunk there. I was gonna say 4, then I remember the baby. Let's say 5. These two certainly are seahorses. It was fun to draw something a little different. I love their little snoots. One's fun and round, the other one's a little spiky, which I'm not a fan of. 5 and 4? Hey, look, it's a sexy fish and a not so sexy fish. Why do they make a fish sexy? I don't understand. So weird. 4s, the both of you, because you're boring. Okay, so I got to draw some stars and put some bling on them, which I guess was kind of fun to make shiny and Shiny. Oh my god, can we talk about the sounds these Pokemon make? It's weird. It's so weird. Why? Twos, you're boring and weird. You know what? Mr. Mime isn't my jam, but he's kind of an interesting and original design, and I had fun drawing him. He's got round parts, he's got stick parts. What's with the ear things? Who knows? 7? Going into Scyther, I feel like I was a little nervous because, again, with the weird, like, robotic-looking armor situation. But I think in the end, after I tackled each shape and section, kind of fun to stylize. 7? Look, here's the deal. Jinx is unfortunate. I'm just gonna give her a 1 and move on because I have nothing to say about this abomination of a character design. Next. Wow, it's just one uncomfortable design after another. Electabuzz. I don't know what it is. This guy also kind of freaks me out. He's just... what is he? He's like electric. He's got antennas, beefy arms, little legs. I don't know. 4. You'll never believe it. Magmar freaks me out. Why does he have a butt on his head? He has a duck bill. He also sort of looks like a robot. Why is everything so round? He looks like he's made out of metal. He's got claws, textured arms. What happened here? 3. It was kind of fun to draw. I'll give him a 4. I kind of like Pinsir because he's really silly to stylize. He's just this like bug guy with a weird mouth, tiny long arms, and weirdly thick short legs. What a weirdo. 6. Tauros. He's a buffalo. Look at him. He's got some tails and some metal things on his head. It was fun making him super fluffy, I guess. 5. So once again, I find Gyarados' face ugly. I don't like him, but I feel like I made him sort of cute, sort of silly. Long, flowy, and Magikarp, super cute and silly. I love these two together, I guess. They're vibing. Let's do 6 and 5. Lapras is a weird one. I feel like it was just used as a car in the show, in the game. No one really used it as a Pokemon, they just used it to ride. Also weirdly feminine? I'll go 7. It's a pink blob. What do you want from me? I like the little swirl I added to it. 4 for being boring. Oh boy, the evolutions. Where do I even begin? So we've got Eevee, a little fluffy, foxy thing. Not much to say, I'll be honest. Vaporeon, the best one, obviously. Jolteon, spiky, not that fun to draw. And Flareon, floofy, chunky, just so thick. I don't know, let's see. 6, 8, 4, and 5? Porygon. What a weirdo. I don't know. It's angular. Didn't like drawing it. It is what it is. I'm gonna say 3. Omanyte, kind of cute. Little guy, big eyes, round. Omastar, horrifying. What are those eyeballs? Why is its beak so aggressive? Why is he in such an aggressive pose? And his little tentacles? Ew, gross. 6 and 4. Kabuto, just kind of an ancient dude hanging out, not much to say. Kabutops, kind of freaks me out. He's so human-like, but he's got like scissors for hands, weird flat head. It's like a human combined with an ancient creature. I don't like it. I don't like it. 2 4s. Aerodactyl, you're so boring. You're literally just a dinosaur. Get out of my face. You're purple. Ew. 3. Take that. Oh my god, Snorlax. What's not to love? He's a big boy. He's so round and squishy. Just look at the little guy. Just look at him. That being said, I'm still just gonna give him a 7. Articuno is an icy bird. Clever name. I really have nothing to say about these guys. I would probably say out of the 3 birds, this one's my favorite. 5? Zapdos, definitely my least favorite to draw. I just don't really like rigid designs and like really spiky characters for some reason. I did make it really fluffy, which is probably going to Pokemon jail for that. 4? You know what I'm gonna say about Moltres. It's just a freaking chicken on fire. It's just so bald and just its skin. Also, what a horrible drawing. This is just no good overall. I'm gonna give this guy a 2. The Dratini line, definitely a unique evolution of Pokemon. We start off with a short little worm, we get even longer and more majestic. And then what's this? A dragon? I mean, it kind of makes sense, I guess, if you think about it, like a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. It's silly, it's cute, I like them. 6, 7, 8? As someone who grew up with the Pokemon movie, I just have evil, creepy, weird vibes with Mewtwo. And I also just find the bulbousy tail thing weird and the neck connector. I mean, they probably designed him to be creepy. He was fun to draw though. I'm gonna give him a 6. Mew is not one of my favorite Pokemon, but every time I see it, it just makes me feel so happy. It's just so cute and silly, and I think I just think about Pokemon Snap at the end when it's just so happy and floating around. I like this little guy. I'm gonna give him an 8. Oof, and there are the first 151 Pokemon drawn and rated by yours truly, even though the rating system was completely bogus. And even though I drew these a few years ago, it was really fun to look back on them. I'm actually quite happy with a lot of these drawings. It was a fun project, some good practice, and probably got me out of a good art block. Do not forget to get yourself a Prickle the Cactus Cat plushie, available for a limited time, link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.